When I was younger, I thought my life would begin with wedding dress. I sketched them in my journal, imagining freedom, love, and perfect future. I believed happiness was something waiting for me in that moment. But here's what I didn't know then. Life doesn't wait for the fairy tales to start. God's plan unfold differently. And sometimes it takes us through seasons we never dreamed of to help us find the voice we didn't even know we had. Hi, I'm Sana Asad. I'm artist, art educator, founder of Wild About Art Studio based in Bahrain, holistic integrated creative art therapy practitioner. Few years ago, I was filling my journal with sketches of wedding dresses. Back then, I believe my worth was tied to finding the perfect partner. I thought love, freedom, and happiness would all begin once I stepped into that role. But life has a way of surprising us. God's plan isn't always what we imagine. What I thought would be a fairy tales become a different kind of story, one filled with responsibilities, lessons, and growth I never expected. At first I resist. I held on to the fantasy, the shopping, the dressing up, and dream of effortless life. But real life is different. Marriage, motherhood, daily routines, they demand more than any daydream prepares you for. There's a saying when life gives you a lemon, make lemonade. But no one tells you the secret. It's the proportion that matters. Too sour, hard to drink. Too sweet will also not be possible. And too watered down, anything too much or too less will not work. It takes years of practice to find the balance. And that's what my journey become. A long process of learning balance, not just as wife, not just as mother, but as a woman finding her own voice again. Autumn has a way of teaching us this too. The tree don't cling to their leaves. They let them fall. But as women, how often do we hold everything in? How many times you had a problem but kept it from your mother because you don't want to stress her, or stayed silent with friends because you don't want them to judge you? Those unspoken worries don't disappear, they stay inside, heavy, like branches refusing to release their leaves. That's where art therapy become a gift, because when words feel too heavy, the page can carry them. When you create, whether it's painting, journaling, collage, or even scribbling, you are giving yourself an escape, a safe space to release what you can't always say out loud. Your journal becomes the friend who never interrupts. The canvas becomes the witness who never judges. And in that process, you set down the burden you've been carrying, just like autumn trees set down their leaves. Here's the science behind it. Externalization: by putting your feeling onto paper, you move them out of your body and into a safe space where you can see them more clearly. While you are making art, it also represents symbolic representation. A simple brush stroke or your color choice hold meaning that words can't capture. For example, painting a stormy sky may express anxiety better than saying, I feel anxious. Process over product, which is very important. I always focus on this in my classes, in my workshops. We focus more on the process than the product. Art therapy, it's not about creating a masterpiece. It's about allowing the process itself to calm your nervous system and create emotional release. Empowerment through choice. When you decide which color to pick or which line to draw, You are practicing decision making and control in a safe, creative space, something that often gets lost when life feels overwhelming. So, when life feels too heavy to share, your journal can become a listener. Your canvas become the safe space, and in those moments, art isn't just about activity, it's therapy. It's a gentle, accessible way to let go, layer by layer, just like the trees letting their leaves fall. At the end, I want to share one very important thing. If you are someone who is looking for art therapy sessions for yourself with some specific issues like burnout or anxiety or any family issues, trauma, PTSD, consult to a certified art therapy practitioner or art therapist who has a degree. Don't just randomly go for art therapy sessions or the workshops which call themselves as art therapy. You need a proper guided art therapy prompts to solve your issues and your problems. If you're just looking for relaxation, therapeutic process, then you can join any kind of a workshop. So do remember to ask before you join any class, depending on what you required. Till next time, take care of yourself and your soul. Keep creating, keep sharing. Would love to have your comments below.